There has been a long-standing debate between pet owners about the appropriate length of time to wait between losing a pet and getting the next one. There are those who passionately believe that to do so too quickly is disrespectful. And I agree with them, at least to a certain point. For instance, if on the day you say goodbye to your sweet old friend and are walking out of the vet's office, if you say to your partner, hey, it's only 1 o'clock, should we go to the Humane Society? That is not a respectful length of mourning. But in my case, my family refers to the time between dogs as the dangerous inner canine period. They know that my mind empties of all of its usual content, and if you could peer into my brain, all you would see is a kaleidoscope of dog faces. So on the day I was headed to the Humane Society to pick up the cremains of our golden retriever who had died in our home 2 weeks earlier, my husband said, please, honey, please come back with just Dixie. Upon arrival, I was laser focused. I secured Dixie's cremains, the parking lot's that way, the kennels are that way. I'm moving firmly and rapidly towards the parking lot until at the very last second I think, as long as I'm here. You saw that coming, right? The kennels at the Humane Society remind me of an art museum. Things of beauty everywhere you look, and by each a little sign posted providing additional information. I'm reading about Stan, an 8-year-old yellow lab up from Texas. Stan was recovering from a number of illnesses associated with living hard on the street. I look down, Stan's looking up. I see bitten ears, a scratched nose, hopeful luminous eyes, and a steadily thumping tail. Game over. Now, there is an unwritten contract that all pet owners know, all species of pets, and in our family we also love cats. And part A of that contract is about care and feeding and costs, but part B states clearly that there is a very good chance that you will outlive your beloved and that there will be a sad goodbye in your future. On the day we brought Stan home, I felt like a bed and breakfast proprietor showing a guest the amenities. Now, in this corner of the kitchen, Stan, this is where we'll serve you your breakfast tomorrow. Anytime between 7 and 9. How does that sound? And Stan's eyes lit up when he saw the luxuriously appointed dog bed. But while Stan loved the comforts of home, he was up for adventures. He was good at camping, and we took him with us on family vacations. And strangers were drawn to Stan, which surprised us because had Stan been a used car, he would have been labeled a beater. But my theory is that people can sense sweetness and innocence, and they want to get in on some of it, even if it's a quick pat to an old dog's head. But when you adopt an older dog, you know you're going to bump up into part B sooner than later. And after a few really good years, Stan developed an inoperable tumor that was impacting the quality of his life. So the question is out there, why do people do this? Why do we insert ourselves in a process that is going to end in heartbreak? I've long known the answer in my heart, but I've struggled to find the words. Until Stan, that is. On the last night of Stan's life, I took him on his usual evening walk. It was early March, but it was a warm night, and it was as if you could smell spring in the air. And at the end of his usual loop, Stan wanted to keep walking, and I wasn't about to cut his last walk short. So the words I had been looking for came to me, and I talked to him as we walked. And I said, we've come to the hard part, Stan, and this hurts. It really hurts. But you, my friend, you were worth it. Thank you.
Let's hear it again for Annie.